Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the comparison between Moto G4 Play and the Redmi 3S Prime. Both the phones are sold at 9,000 rupees. You can get the Redmi phones at mi.com and Flipkart in weekly open sales. As of now they are selling out like hotcakes, so you might have to wait in line to buy them. Moto G4 Play is sold exclusively on Amazon.in in normal sales, so no waiting at all. Coming to the comparison, though they are priced the same, they offer two different worlds of user experience. And of course, different specs. If you want a quick answer, you can jump to the conclusion, but if you want a detailed comparison, keep watching. In terms of build, looks and presence in hand, both have their own pros and cons. Redmi 3S obviously looks more premium because of the metal build and is available in different colors including gold. Just a small note, this gold color will wear off in time. My dad's Redmi Note 3 lost its shine already. Anyway, gold will be gold, and if you fancy that color, then that's one more reason for you to buy it. But because of the metal body and matte finish, the phone is super slippery. Moto G4 Play comes with a plastic build and a metal rim. The plastic back panel has a nice texture to it, which gives you an additional grip. We also have water repellent coating which protects the phone from small water splashes. It's just water repellent, not waterproof, so if you drop it in a fish tank, it won't work anymore. So the water repellent coating isn't really a big deal. As both the phones come with 5-inch displays, the phone's form factor is small and it's good for one-handed usage. And it's great for people with small hands. Both the phones weigh almost the same, but Redmi 3S Prime is thinner than Moto. We have the power and volume buttons on the right of both the phones. On Redmi they are made of plastic and on Moto it's made of metal, and probably because of that, they have a very nice tactile feel to them, which I personally miss on the Redmi. So in terms of design, build, both are pretty good. But if I had to side with one, it will be Moto G4 Play. But in terms of looks, Redmi is the winner. Now coming to the display, the most important aspect of the phone, both the phones have 5-inch HD displays, both are vibrant, sharp and have good viewing angles. But yes, there's a but here, not that but. Brightness levels on Moto are lower than Redmi. So in outdoor conditions, Redmi will be better than Moto. Both the phones have all the basic sensors like proximity, ambient, accelerometer. We also have radio, dual SIM, dual 4G, SD card support and OTG support. But Motorola is missing gyroscope and compass. And yes, as usual, Redmi has them. Besides this advantage, Redmi also offers fingerprint scanner and the IR blaster. Well, many think fingerprint scanner is just fancy, but it's actually quite handy. It keeps your phone more secure, you can unlock applications, you can take pictures using the stock camera app. You can now authenticate transactions using the fingerprint scanner. And coming to the IR blaster, yes, it's not a must-have feature of a phone, but if you start using it, you will never have to search for a TV remote or any other remote ever again. It's all about convenience. So it's pretty clear that Redmi is the winner in hardware. You can check out my camera comparison for more information, but to keep it short, Redmi is better than Moto G4 Play. And Moto G4 Play is almost 90% as good as Redmi in terms of camera performance. Well, you can live with that difference, but if you have to pick a winner in this round, it's Redmi 3S Prime. This is where things get a little interesting. Redmi comes with a Snapdragon 430 processor, 3GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. Moto G4 Play comes with Snapdragon 410 processor, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage. As Redmi has 3GB of RAM, on the paper, you are supposed to have better multitasking than Moto, but due to the bad memory management in Redmi or the MIUI itself, and because of the stock Android from Moto, memory management will be almost the same. Actually, Moto might be better than Redmi in few cases. These are the benchmark scores. Well, if you just look at the Antutu, the difference is really huge. But if you look at the Geekbench single core scores, they are pretty close. So what does it mean? Redmi and Moto G4 have similar CPU performance. While opening applications in our speed test, we found Moto to be always faster than Redmi thanks to the stock Android in it. So you might be wondering, is Moto G4 better? Not exactly. Redmi still needs some software optimizations to work at its peaks, and it has better multi-core performance. So it will be able to handle multiple applications comfortably in the background. And as it has low performance cores, it will give you much better battery life. Gaming on both the phones will be pretty similar. We were able to play almost all the games, all the high-end games on both the phones without any problem or heating issues. As Redmi has the latest GPU, the gaming performance will be better than Moto. Both the phones heat up while charging and while playing heavy games. So you can say performance is same on both the phones to some extent, but if you're just talking about numbers, Redmi wins once again. So we come to the software aspect. You can check out my videos on features of Redmi and Moto for more detailed information, but here's the gist. Both the phones run on Android 6 Marshmallow, but you will see those features only in Moto G4 Play, mainly the Now on Tap and those. Redmi has a skinned version of Android called MIUI. Now it's definitely not as beautiful as stock Android, but it literally brings you tons of customizations and tons of features, ranging from changing themes, auto call recording, my favorite dual apps, secondary space, and on and on and on. So there will be no winner in this round. You can choose one for yourself. If you want simple Android, Moto G4 Play wins. If you want a lot of features, then Redmi is your winner. By the way, Redmi comes with an additional fingerprint scanner, which makes it much more secure than Moto if you are lazy to use a password. Audio, where the audio jack is pretty similar on both the devices, but the difference in the speaker loudness is huge. Moto has the speaker on the front, so it's much better while watching videos, and it's simply much louder than Redmi 2. Redmi on the other hand has the speaker on the back. It's decently loud, but not as good as the front facing speaker. So Moto wins this audio round. By the way, we don't have any Dolby Atmos sound enhancement on either of these devices. This is the final section of the comparison where Redmi wins once again. Redmi simply comes with a much bigger 4000 mAh battery, so it'll last you 2 days on normal usage and last you a day no matter how you misuse it. You can charge the phone completely in roughly 3 to 4 hours. Moto G4 Play comes with a smaller 2800 mAh battery and can just barely last you a day on heavy usage. Yes, it can last you a day on normal usage, but if you watch a lot of videos and play games, it will die soon. You can charge the Moto completely in 90 minutes. By the way, for people who are interested about the Geo, VoLTE and 4G support, yes, both the phones have VoLTE support and you can use GeoSIM without any problem. I have tried it on both the phones and they work flawlessly. So if you're still having a hard time deciding what to buy the Redmi 3S Prime. That's the simplest answer. It's the best in terms of hardware, software, it even has MI Protect. It can easily last you 3 years with continuous updates. You have all the latest gigs like the fingerprint scanner and the IR blaster, and overall it's got better cameras too. If you still want to go with Moto G4 Play, it's a pretty good phone too. It comes with stock Android, so everything will be super smooth and responsive if you use only few applications. It'll probably get Android and Nugget in a year, but if you're not a basic user, then it will slow down drastically in 2 years. So it all depends upon what type of user you are. And my suggestion and preference is go with Redmi Note 3. Yes, it's none of these devices. It costs you 1000 rupees more, but offers you better things than what Redmi 3S offers. You can check out my comparison for more information, but if you insist on buying a smaller phone, maybe a 5-inch device, then it's the Redmi 3S Prime without any doubt. So that's pretty much it for this video guys. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you do, hit that like button, and if you don't, hit that dislike button, but also tell us why so we can improve that. And if you have any doubts, comments or feedback, feel free to leave that below this video. This is Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.